Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to Factutainment. I
Hey, did you know that
am a
Janet
Yeti.
Jackson lost a leg during the Super Bowl? Fucking disgusting.
Well, John Tron gave her his because secretly he took hers and had it mounted on his wall.
I almost said, did you know that Janet Jackson got her hepatitis from John Travolta? Which is 100% not true.
Anyway, welcome back to Factutainment. We decided to do well, I'm another year older, so we decided to kind of do a redo of my fossil collection tier list, even though negative 5 billion people watched the first one.
Hmm.
Um, just because I've added more stuff to my fossil collection and because I wanted to, because why the fuck not?
I mean, I
Anyway, if the
watched.
game bar doesn't fucking crash. Okay, we're
I
good.
mean, I watched the video. That's a lie. I didn't watch the video.
Well, you're negative 5 billion people, so that explains.
Damn.
Anyway, so yeah, we got the list of all the different creatures and plants and animals in my fossil collection currently, and we'll just
Hell yeah.
go through them. And I have
Because
them
you're
all labeled, but
the American mastodon.
it's the American mastodon.
That's what I said.
No.
I'm so fucking stupid.
So first off, we have Acrocanthosaurus, uh,
Put that.
and you'll actually tell me where everything goes. But if you want me to elaborate more on the creatures, I can.
Put it in A for Acrocanthosaurus.
So we have Acrocanthosaurus, which is
Uh-huh.
a large Carcharodontosaurian from early Triassic, not Triassic, Cretaceous North America. A.
Hell yeah.
Should we name the tiers anything fancy or just do S through
Nah, I
D?
think I think S tiers is fine.
Actually, I have an idea.
Uh
Let's
huh.
rank these off of, say you're going into a museum.
Uh huh.
Which one of these would have been highlights to you, and which one of these would have been like completely forgettable?
Oh, okay. We can do that.
So we'll do
My phone exploded.
best beasties.
Boob beasties.
Forgettable. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that
That
sounded
hurts
like it
so
hurt.
bad, yeah. And if you hear that noise in the background, that's my space heater because it's 16 degrees and I refuse to turn it off.
Well, I'm super hot. That's why I have my fan. I'm kidding. No.
So I got best beasties, awesome, bouquet, forgotten fauna, and I don't know what to do for C.
Uh,
I'm not gonna call
could
it
be
Cunter.
worse.
I'm not gonna call it Cunter.
I said could be worse, you dumb bastard.
Okay. So Acrocanthosaurus. Where are we putting him?
Also,
Okay. Then we have
yeah.
next up we have Albertosaurus.
I
And I
think
have all these enabled. Which is a they're not the smallest tyrannosaur, but they're clearly not T-Rex size. They're smaller. They're from North America a little bit earlier than when T-Rex lived, and they're found from like Alaska down to Texas. They were more
I
gracile. They were more of a runner than more like if your T-Rex is your heavy, your Alberto is your scout. To
hmm.
reference Team Fortress 2 for some fucking reason.
I think best beasties would be the best choice.
For Alberto?
Yes.
Okay. Allosaurus. the pain in the ass of the Jurassic.
Uh,
The fucking menace to everything.
B for I would say bouquet.
Alright.
Because he doesn't look too awesome.
Well, I just like how they did like a pathological study on dinosaur bones, the Morrison, to like figure out, okay, what predators were eating what, or like how frequently they ate stuff. And they found that Allosaurus basically attacked anything, including other Allosaurus.
That's
But
fucked up.
they were just fucking like the Florida man of the Jurassic, just attacking everything from like little Dryasauruses all the way up to like some of the largest animals to ever walk the earth. Like they would attack Brachiosaurus, even though they would stand no chance of fighting Brachiosaurus.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they were just crazy. uh, Ankylosaurus.
Uh, I would say awesome because they're armored plated.
Big tanker boy. Then we got Anorognathus, which is a little pterosaur.
Uh-huh.
This guy.
Oh, Best Beasties.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's adorable.
American Mastodon.
Forgettable fun. I'm kidding, no. Uh, I would say awesome. You can't. You gotta love a good old fashioned pachyderm.
And then we have Archaeopteryx.
Oh, what the
First
fuck
bird.
is that?
Same here.
I would say could be worse.
They were the first bird, though.
Yeah, and the first bird could be worse.
Arthropleura, the giant millipede.
Ooh, Best Beasties. I love a giant insect.
Then we have Australovenator, which is an Australian dinosaur with
Uh,
massive hand claws.
I would say bouquet.
Then we have the Bahi, or the Baji, which
Baji, more like.
you got me a skull this one.
Oh, I did. I forgot about that. So forgettable fauna.
It went extinct, well, last known one, I think, went extinct 2002. You done?
Oh, womp what a womp.
Baryonyx.
Could be worse. Because he's just a guy.
Basilosaurus.
Awesome. I love
It's
a
a,
big fucking fish.
well, it's a whale.
Fish whale. Whale fish.
Brachiosaurus.
Brachiosaurus. Bouquet.
Brontosaurus.
Best beasties. Gotta love the Brontosaurus.
Camarasaurus. The most
Uh,
numerous sauropod.
the
Like
most numerous.
we have more bones of Camarasaurus than we have of any other sauropod.
That's why I forgot about them. Forgettable fauna.
Could be worse.
How dare you? How dare you? I'm kidding. What's the next one?
Carcharodontosaurus, a Carcharodontosaurid from Africa.
Let's put it in awesome. I like how it's standing. It has power stance.
Cave bear.
Forgettable fauna. It's just kind of a bear, you know.
You disgrace your own kind. Got it.
Shut the fuck up.
Cave lion.
Could be worse. At least it's kind of distinguishable from normal lions.
Cavaramus, which is a pterosaur from the Triassic. Had a cool crest.
Best beastie. Love it.
Ceratosaurus, a ceratosaurid from Africa. Not from, well, it's from Africa as well as North America, Europe, and possibly South America. Uh,
Uh,
kind of like gave rise, has unique three crests. Cool design.
mm-hmm.
Where should we put them?
Let's put them in bouquet.
Selenoceras, which is a species of ammonite. Well, genus of ammonite.
Best beasties. I love an ammonite.
Compsognathus, a little pint-sized dinosaur from
Uh,
Europe.
could be, could be worse. They're kind of just velociraptors, but lame.
No, because velociraptors are around 3 feet tall. Compsognathus is even smaller. It's like 1 foot. It's like as tall as a Barbie doll, and
Interest,
uh, a little bit longer than a chicken. They're like
interesting.
little guys, and they had. I might have changed because when I remember first learning about them as like when I had my big book of dinosaurs as a kid. They have two claws on their arms, like a T Rex. And these guys lived significantly earlier than T Rex, so it's thought that they may have been the ancestor to a Tyrannosaurus
Hmm.
or an ancestor. Then we have Conchoriophyte, which is a trilobite.
Trilobite. We got to put it in best beasties again. I love myself a big fucking bug and a big fucking hug.
Then we have Cretalamna, which is a genus of shark which actually managed to live from, I believe it was the late Jurassic or early Cretaceous, all the way into the Eocene. So well past the KPG mass extinction, they managed to survive the KPG mass extinction. They just kept trucking until almost the Ice Age.
Uh, Forgettable fauna. It's just a normal ass shark, but
I
it's
mean,
gold.
they're pretty unique for just how long they
I
managed to
said
live.
it's all. I'm kidding.
And we have Deinonychus or Deinonychus, which is these guys.
Uh, Awesome because they're all fuzzy.
Then we have Dictodon, which is like the Permian equivalent of prairie dogs. They're cute and adorable, and I own several skulls of them. And they got about the same size as prairie dog, and they dug complex burrows, which is how they managed to survive some of the worst conditions life on Earth has ever experienced.
Best beastie.
Okay, let's see. Dimetrodon,
Yeah, best
sailback
beastie.
king of the Permian.
Best beastie.
Basically, how I would describe it, like it's kind of hard to describe or like narrow down um, basically bands of geologic time into like most iconic fauna, but like the most iconic dinosaur is probably T Rex. The most iconic Ice Age creature is probably the woolly mammoth, and probably the most iconic creature from before the dinosaurs is Dimetrodon. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Diplomyces, which is an extinct genus of fish.
Uh, Forgettable fauna. It's just a striped fish.
And we have the dire wolf, where they're not actually close related to wolves.
Could be worse. There's the distinction.
Dodo bird,
Beastie besties.
Dromaeosaurus, which
What's up
is
with
what?
the Dromaeosaurus?
So they were a surprise, surprise, dromaeosaur, relatives of both Deinonychus and Velociraptor. Um, lived in North America. That's about all I got.
Could be worse.
For some reason, so whenever I get gifts, like someone gives me a fossil, it's usually a small theropod. I don't know why. Then we have Dryosaurus, which they were uh, small-ish ornithopods from North
Hmm.
America and possibly Africa that lived throughout the Jurassic and kind of just ran around and did their own cool thing.
Let's put it in Beastie Besties.
Dryosaurus, okay.
Yeah.
Dunkleosteus, the guillotine fish.
Beastie Besties because of the name Guillotine Fish.
Its jaws were like a guillotine.
Yeah.
Then we have
Uh,
Adaphosaurus, which they're a herbivorous relative of Dimetrodon. And they're
Guillotine.
did you say
Sorry,
guillotine Dilophosaurus?
no, I was gonna say Guillotine Fish was my nickname in high school.
But Adaphosaurus, their sails, like Dimetrodon's sails were kind of just straight. But Adaphosaurus had like weird like ridges that make them almost look like crosses as they go up. Um,
Uh,
and we think that may have supported a series of like blood vessels, or maybe the sail wasn't as thin, but more like thick.
well, I would say Beastie Bestie because it has a big ass fin.
Edmontonia, which is a genus of notosaurid and ankylosaur, which live throughout North America.
Put that.
And instead of having a tail clip, they just had big ass shoulder spikes.
Put that bitch in bouquet.
Elasmotherium, the Siberian unicorn.
Beastie Besties.
Big old rhino.
Big ol'.
Aeromotherium, also known as the Pan American giant ground sloth. Not
Oh
quite
yeah,
as
that's.
big as not quite as big as the more famous Megatherium. But well, Megatherium was restricted to just South America. Aeromotherium made it all the way up to North America as well.
It's also your persona. I'm kidding. Chris does not have a persona. I would say awesome.
Okay. Then we have a fern,
Forgettable fauna.
just a fossilized fern.
Yeah.
1 second, keep the folks entertained. I think my cat's trying to go out, leave the
Oh
room.
no. Ski ba da ba da ba. Ski ba ba da ba. Uh, Eating ass all over the place. Look at all these fossils. Uh, Fossils are fun, and I like talking about fossils. Yeah.
Sorry, she was mad at me because she was locked out of the room.
Aw.
Then we have Gigantopithecus, which is the largest ape to ever live.
Beastie Besties.
I have a jaw of these guys. Well, a replica jaw.
Ah.
Ginkgo tree.
Uh, I want to put it in forgettable fauna because it's just another fucking plant.
Don't you have a fossil of these?
Okay, could be worse because it's a nice fossil.
Alright. Glyptotherium, the Volkswagen-sized armadillo.
Awesome.
Hallucinogenia.
Beastie Bestie.
Bizarre, weird-ass creature from the Cambrian.
It does a little dance.
and one of the two fossils I have of Cambrian creatures, along with the trilobite. Helicoprion, the buzzsaw shark, even though it was more related to chimeras.
Buzzsaw shark was another nickname for me in high school. Put that in Beastie Besties.
Okay. Herrerasaurus, one of the first dinosaurs. Funky.
Beastie Bestie because it's one of the first dinosaurs. For dynamite.
Hyracodon, which is a little species of rhino that looked like a horse. Even though it was way smaller than a horse, it was about the size of a dog.
Put it in could be worse.
Ichthyosaurus.
Beastie Besties.
Iguanodon.
Put that in forgettable fauna.
It's like the most famous dinosaur of all time.
Not to me. I'm kidding. No, put it in bouquet at
It's
least.
like the second. It was the second dinosaur ever named. Lambeosaurus.
That's just a giant tail. Could be worse.
Excuse me. Maiasaura.
Also,
Megalodon.
Megalodon. Put that in best beasties because it's the Megalodon.
Okay. Megalosaurus, the first dinosaur ever named.
Forgettable font. I'm kidding. No.
Well,
Put it
no,
in awesome.
this might change your mind. It has another name called Scrotium humanum.
Okay, put it in best beasties.
Because the first remains of it were probably like the top of its femur. And if you ever looked at a femur, that kind of looks like a pair of balls. And someone was like, "What if it was a biblical giant?" But we're 90% sure it was like the 1600s equivalent of a shit post. Scrotum humanum was the fucking name they gave it.
Put it in best beasties.
I knew they would tip the odds, and it's you like balls too much.
Balls.
Monkey puzzle tree.
Forgettable fauna because it's a fucking tree.
Mosasaurus.
Like the biblical Moses. Put it in best besties. Because as everybody knows, I'm a devout Christian. No, I'm kidding.
Ornithomimus.
Ooh, what is it supposed to be?
So these were small bird. Well, they're not. They're smaller. They're about the size of an ostrich. I think its name actually means ostrich mimic.
Put it in awesome.
Orthoceras, a species of a nautiloid cephalopod. Not nautiloid. A orthocone cephalopod.
Beastie besties. Because cephalopods are awesome.
Actually, put it next to Slenoceras. They have the two of the shapes. Oviraptor.
More like under raptor. Forgettable. I'm kidding now. Put it in B for bouquet.
Excuse me. Pachycephalosaurus.
Also, I like how it looks.
Pachyrhinosaurus.
Beastie Besties. We love a weird little guy.
Well, not exactly little, but yeah. That was a couple tons of weight. Oh, then we have Parasaurolophus, your favorite dinosaur.
Forgettable fauna. I forgot that was my favorite. I'm kidding. No. A for awesome.
So it's not your favorite dinosaur anymore. Alright.
Awesome is still good, you bastard.
Plesiosaurus.
Plesiosaurus. It's the Loch Ness monster, so Beastie Besties.
Postosuchus, the land crocodile which ruled the Triassic.
Forgettable fauna. I forgot that it ruled the Triassic.
Okay. Protoceratops.
Ooh, so it's like a proto-triceratops.
Well, they thought that, but then they realized that it lived the same time as Triceratops did, so it wasn't like an ancestor.
Put it in awesome.
And its name means pre-ceratops, but then it was found like, oh, this isn't an ancestor; it lived at the same time.
Yeah.
Pterodactylus.
Pterodactylus?
Pterodactylus.
Uh, uh,
Pterodactylus.
Put it in Beastie Besties. We love a pterodactyl.
Palomoscorpus, the largest scorpion to ever live. Well, land scorpion.
Okay. You got it. You know me. It has to go in Beastie Besties because I love a fucked up little guy.
Especially when that little guy is the size of a schnauzer.
Snoozer.
Rhamphorhynchus, which is a pterosaur from Jurassic Europe.
You bet Jurassic. Let's see. Put that in bouquet.
I like it because it has like it's got a weird mouth because it's got like all these needle-shaped teeth and it's got simultaneously both an overbite and an underbite.
Got a medium bite.
Rugops. These are, frankly, little. I consider them adorable. Abelosaur from the Jurassic, not Jurassic, the early Cretaceous of Africa. Um, I like to call them adorable because most albelosaurs got fairly large, but this one was about as tall as you are.
If it's as tall as me, I can fight it. So, B for bouquet.
Charovipteryx, the animal that decided to fly with its back legs instead of its front. Weird
Oh, so it
Triassic creature.
has like a pussy outlook. You know what I mean? Uh, C for could be worse.
I thought you were going to give more respect for it.
Nah.
It's stretching its legs as wide as you do on the daily.
Damn.
Then we have Smilodon, the saber-toothed tiger.
BC Besties. Love a Smilodon.
Spinosaurus.
Spinosaurus. I love a back flap, so BC Besties.
You're gonna say you love a back flap, and you're not gonna give Charovipteryx any credit.
Sorry. I like a spine flap, not back flaps like that.
Whore. The Stagamoose. This was a extinct relative of moose that had crazy antlers.
Put that in bouquet.
Stegosaurus.
Gotta put that in Beastie Besties. It's your namesake.
Hmm? Stellar sea cow, which was a massive extinct, now extinct uh, manatee that went extinct relatively recently, like in the 1700s.
You gotta put it in Beastie Besties.
Then we have Styracosaurus, a ceratopsian with kind of crazy spikes.
Could be worse.
Tapagera, the largest pterosaur I owned. Even then, it wasn't that big. Because, surprise, surprise, getting fossils from the largest pterosaur is really hard to do.
Have you
They're
tried
really
hiding it in your?
expensive.
Have you tried hiding one in your ass?
Would you like a Quetzalcoatl skull? It's only $4,000.
Put it in B for bouquet.
Okay. Then we have Tarbosaurus, which is a close relative of Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it was more like gracile built and seemed to have lived in a bit rougher conditions than T Rex did. Like T Rex lived in what is sort of like an equivalent to like the Florida Everglades. Well,
Hmm.
Tarbosaurus lived in more of like this sort of dry, um, almost arid woodland because it was like dry, but it was also cold. So it's sort of like it's not quite like the Gobi Desert now, where it's like all sand dunes, but it's arid. It's like sort of Badlands ish.
Hmm. Put him in awesome.
Okay. Then we have Thescelosaurus, which is interestingly one of the few dinosaurs we know to have burrowed. It lived throughout North America at the end of the Cretaceous period.
Uh, put it in. Put it in bouquet.
Okay. That was interesting. One of the few fossils I've gotten that wasn't from a therapy as given as a gift. And we have Thrinaxodon. It's this mammal-like reptile from the Triassic period, which it kind of looks like if you crossed a lizard with a badger, almost.
Hmm.
They were neat. This is one of the fossils I have from Antarctica.
Put it in Beastie Besties.
They lived in Africa and Antarctica, I believe.
Beastie Breasty is more like it. You know what I'm
Then we
saying?
have the thylacine, also known as the Tasmanian tiger. Went extinct in, I really want to say 1936. I don't know why.
Could be worse.
Actually, look that up real fast. What year did the Tasmanian tiger go extinct?
The Tasmanian tiger went extinct when uh
You clubbed the last one with a stick.
Tasmanian tiger go extinct. Yeah, September 7th, 1936.
I was right. Okay. Um, they were really neat. They were like the largest carnivorous marsupial in recent
Hmm.
history. Until you go back like a couple thousand years, and you get like Thylacoleo. But um, yeah, it's kind of a shame
Oh
they
yeah.
got wiped out. Tiktaalik, the one that doomed us all,
Put that in bouquet.
because it was like the first vertebrate to walk on land.
The first squirt a bit.
Then we have Titanus, the terror bird. Big ass giant axe head that uses like slashing shit while running it down high speeds.
Put that in forgettable fauna. I forgot about. I'm kidding. No. A for awesome.
Then we have Titanoboa, the largest snake to ever live.
Uh, the largest snake that ever lived. Put her in Beastie Besties because we love a big ass snake.
Mostly because you want to be swallowed whole,
Yeah. No.
Remember that, was it 2016 or 2014, where there was a fucking, like, Discovery Channel special where a guy was getting eaten by an anaconda? And then,
I
like, he
do not
never
remember.
actually got eaten by an anaconda. Like, it wrapped around him and was about to, like, eat his head, and then he, like, called it off because he said, like, his arm stuff were going numb and he didn't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude,
because
that's, like, the entire thing you signed up for.
like do you not understand the intricacies of you getting fucking eaten?
By a snake.
Yeah. Like that's between you and God.
Triceratops.
A beastie besties. It's what are the big ones? Big KO.
Yeah, I'd say yeah, brontosaur. Like it was one of the five from Land Before Times.
Hey, Chris, completely unrelated, but we should do like a persona tier list at some point, and I just hit you with cursed knowledge.
For some, are you gonna be? Was it Colorado that like the skunk ended up being like the number one persona or something?
I think so. Hang on.
It
Per
was weird.
personas based on states. Now. Yeah, Colorado is skunk for some reason.
Eh.
Yeah. Do you want to
I
know what
mean, I will
Kansas is?
say flower. We'll say flower from Bambi. I can see the appeal.
Uh, well, I think the reason why skunk is considered to be Colorado's like persona is because like in a heavily populated area in Colorado, it's the most looked up term.
Okay.
Yeah. Wolf
Uh,
is Kansas's.
Wolf's
Not a
so
surprise.
boring.
Yeah, it's kind of
Come on,
basic.
Kansas. Come on, Kansas. What are we known for? We're known for bison. Go big bar of bison.
Oh, honey, you. Yes, there is an anthro-species fucking tier list. Okay, we need to do this at some point in the future. Okay. Okay,
Trionis,
what's
which is a
next?
giant species of soft-shell turtle. It got pretty big. It got like bigger than you.
Uh, soft shell turtles are pretty tasty, so beastie besties.
You have not eaten a soft-shell turtle.
To your knowledge, I haven't.
Then we have Troodon, which may or may not exist.
Uh,
I say that because Troodon is only confirmed from teeth. Any other remains of Troodon may actually belong to other creatures, such as Stenankylosaurus, and there was another one my mind's blanking on. That's what happens when it's the late 1800s and you decide to to elect a dinosaur taxa based off of some teeth you found in the rock.
put it in forgettable fauna because it doesn't exist technically.
Totally monster.
I'm sorry, what?
Totally monster.
Put that in best beasties. It's a fucked up little guy.
And we don't, it's so fucked up. We don't even know what it is.
It's a fleshlight with teeth.
Well, the thing is, we have full, complete fossils of these guys.
I thought you were gonna say full and complete sex with it, and I was gonna be
No,
like, "What
no.
the fuck?"
Say we have full, complete fossils of this, but because its body plan is so weird, we do not know what it is. People have suggested, main research has suggested it to be, could be an invertebrate relative of annelid worms. Some say it's might be a relative more of like a slug or a mollusk. Others say it's a fish of some kind, and still others argue that it's a non-vertebrate chordate, of which two others are known to exist in the modern day. One of which is called an lancelet. They live in sand, like in the ocean bottom, and they're little clear things that just kind of wiggle around. They eat like detritus and stuff. And the other one is called tunicate, And so tunicates are real fucking weird because as a larvae they look like landslits. They swim around freely, they eat stuff. But then they undergo a metamorphosis where they attach themselves to the sea blade and they lose all of their organs
Not
and
all of their
become clear
organs.
sponge-like creatures that just filter feed. They are so weird. So, fitting company on the family tree for Tully Monster.
You know what? That's kind of hot.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Forgettable fauna. It's kind of
Okay.
basic, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Velociraptor.
Girls be velocing on my raptor till Cretaceous period. Not to be a bitch again, but forgettable fauna because once again, it's kind of basic bitch dinosaur. You know what I mean?
Vero tapir, which is also known as the woolly tapir. It lives in
Beastie
North America.
besties because we love a fucking taper.
And then we have, after I put this in Beastie Besties, the boa, also known as the horned crocodile from Madagascar.
Put it in bouquet for boa.
Because it had two horned-like protuberances in the back of its skull. Then we have the
Uh,
woolly mammoth.
Forgettable fauna because I'm kidding. Beastie besties because we love a giant pachyderm.
Okay, let me get a drink. So, Ormaster's definitive guide to all of prehistory summarized is
How
the
dare you?
best creatures to ever exist are Albertosaurus, Arurognathus, Arthroplura, Brontosaurus, Cavaramus, Selenoceras, Orthoceras, Conchophi, Dictodon, Dimetrodon, the dodo bird, Dryosaurus, Dunkleosteus, Adaphosaurus, Elasmotherium gigantopithecus, Hallucinogenia, Helicoprion, Herrerasaurus, Ichthyosaurus, Megalodon, Megalosaurus, Mosasaurus, Pechyrhinosaurus, Plesiosaurus, Pterodactylus, Palomoscorpus, Smilodon, Spinosaurus, Stegosaurus, Stellar Sea Cow, Thrinaxonon, Titanoboa, Triceratops, Trionyx, Toy Monster, the Verotaper, and the Woolly Mammoth. And then just general awesome animals are Acrionsaurus, Ankylosaurus, American Mastodon, Basilosaurus, Carodontosaurus, Deinonychus, Erimotherium, Glyptotherium, Maiasaura, Ornithomimus, Pachycephalosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Protoceratops, Tarbosaurus, and Titanus. Then in a bouquet, or they're just kind of mid, you have Ceratosaurus, Allosaurus, Australovenator, Brachiosaurus, Edmontonia, Iguanodon, Oviraptor, Rhamphorhynchus, Rugops, the Stagmus, Tapajara, Thescalosaurus, Tiktaalik, and the boy. And then you have could be worse, where it's like, okay, they can get a little bit of billing on the end credits. Like you'll list their names in the credits as extras. You have
Mhm.
Archaeopteryx, Baryonyx, the cave lion, Compsognathus, the direwolf, Dromaeosaurus, a ginkgo tree, Hyrachodon, Lambeosaurus, Charovipteryx, Styracosaurus, and the thylacine. And then the forgotten fauna category, where you think they should be deleted from all history books. Uh,
That's. I don't think that goes directly against what we were doing with this. You were like, like like what, like you were like, hey, what if you went to a museum? How would you feel about these guys? And you were like, the forgettable fauna is the listing of yeah, you kind of forgot them in the museum.
we have the Bahi Camarasaurus, the cave lion, Cretalamna, Diplomyces, a fern, a monkey puzzle tree, Postosuchus, Troodon, Tyrannosaurus rex, and Velociraptor.
Yeah,
Bye, guys, gals, non binary pals.
remember Miss Jackson if you're nasty.